Hey Korbanth Saber fans, today we have our Duke V3 Saber. We are going to unbox it, show you guys how to get access to the chassis and work everything, and then after that we're going to showcase the features, and then at the end some of the exclusive Korbanth sound fonts. There are a couple things we want you to know right away as soon as you open it. Of course, you've got your instructional manual here that shows you how to work everything and how some of the features work. You've got your Allen tools in there in those two bags, and then of course you've got the hilt itself. You will also get a battery charger provided for you in the box. Now, accessing the chassis on this specific Saber here is going to be quite different than most of our other Sabers. To get access to the chassis, you have to unscrew both of these screws right here in the lower midsection, right where the curve is about to start. So once you have taken both of those screws out, you should be able to slide open this portion right here. Now in this Saber, there is no kill switch, so the battery will be in the box right away when you open it. It will not be here in the chassis. So right away to test it, you're just gonna wanna take your battery, place it into the chassis here. Make sure you line up plus to plus, minus to minus. The way I remember that is nub to nub and flat to flat. You'll hear a little blaster noise, and then you can turn it on to make sure it's working. Then quickly, without putting the screws back in, you can slide this in there, make sure it goes in, and then you can turn it on and test it again to make sure the pins at the top light up. Then once you've done that and tested it, you're going to want to take your battery out again and place it into the charger that we provide for you with the Saber and give it a good overnight charge. The reason for that is we only send these out with about a 2% charge, and you're going to want to expand the lithium-ion battery memory cells so that you have an adequate charge on your battery each time you go to use the Saber moving forwards. Once your battery's charged, you can just place it back into the hilt, into the chassis again. Then line up the two buttons here with this silver piece on the hilt. Make sure you can see both of the holes right here on the hilt so that your screws can go in perfectly. Once you have one of them in there, it should be very easy to get the second one. Okay, now both of the screws are in there very snug, so you can go ahead and test it again. And now, since you guys saw it lighting up perfectly, it is all good to go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put a blade inside of the Saber and show you guys how all of the features work on this Duke V3 lightsaber. This Duke V3 Saber here takes a unique 7/8 inch blade since it's more of a slimmer hilt. So to put that in, you're just going to put it inside the top of the emitter until it can't go any further, and then you can go ahead and test it and make sure it lights up correctly. Then once you've seen that it's doing that right, you can go ahead and take your offhand, hold the blade and the hilt itself together so that the blade stays connected with the pins, then access your blade retention screw right here and take the Allen key we provide for you with the Saber and screw it all the way in until it is tight, but not too tight, otherwise you could strip the screw, like I mentioned with the screws on the hilt itself earlier. Now it's in there pretty good. Now it should be good to go. This Saber is a 2-button Saber, so your main power button is going to be on the left side of the Saber here, this gold button, and then the auxiliary button is going to be the other gold button on the right side of this hilt. So to activate it, you just briefly press. Then while it's on, to activate blaster deflect, you just briefly press the auxiliary button. If you want to go into multi-blaster mode, you can just simply press and hold in the auxiliary button until it makes the blaster deflection noise while the saber's on. So just press and hold it. And now you should be inside the mode where you can just flick the saber and deflect blaster bolts like so. Then to get out of it, you just press that same button again. Again, while it's on, to activate blade lockup, you can press and hold that auxiliary button and clash the saber with your opposite hand. To release it, you just let go of the button. Then also while it's on, to activate force effects or quotes, you can press and hold the main power button for about a half second.
I'm looking at another dead Jedi. You must still face the wrath of the dark side.
Then to turn it off, you can either flick your wrist. You have to get it at kind of the right angle since it's a curved hilt. Just like that. It's a little bit more difficult, so most of the time with this saber, you're just going to want to briefly press this button again to turn it off. It's not a long press on this one. Just briefly press it like that. Then to activate music, which is our favorite feature here at Korbanth, you can just press the main power button for about a second and a half. Same thing to turn it off. And then to change sound fonts, you can just briefly press the auxiliary button over here.
Kylo Ren.
Going somewhere.
Okay, that is about all you guys need to know to actually work this saber. Now I'm just going to go through some of the sound fonts on this awesome saber here.
I am masterfully. That lightsaber was loose. Hello, Master. It's been a while. Rey Skywalker.
All right, guys, those were just some of the sound fonts on this saber. There's going to be about 25 to 30 on there, which provides about an extra $250 value to you, the customer, on these installed sabers here at Korbanth. So you get $250 worth of extra added value for no additional charge to you, the customer. If you guys have any questions about this saber, please ask them down below in the comments. Now, if you like what you saw in the video, you can simply purchase this saber with the link down below in the description. And if you have any more in-depth questions or personalized questions, please reach out to us at our support email, support@korbanth.com. And as I always say, thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.